Cincinnati Bengals Stadium, where they normally play their home games, and we got to see the changing rooms, we got to see all the facilities within the stadium itself, and also to ask a couple of questions to see as to then what are the similarities between them and football, especially on the match day, but also look at the other things that are doing differently in terms of the media space, the cameras, and all this nitty-gritties that goes on into the game to make the game special.
There's a lot of investment in this club. I didn't know about this team before, but I was lucky enough to know about the team. And kudos to Emily and Monica for showing us around. Now I know the rules of the game. I know a lot about this broadcasting. I know a lot about season tickets, which I don't know if we have in South Africa. Maybe it's gonna come in the next year. But yeah, there's a lot that I learned today.
So this is a room that we'll use for hospitality on game day, or various events can be held in here. If they're a smaller group, we'll also do interviews in here when we have the networks come in, because this is a pretty good backdrop.
It's always fascinating for me because when you watch it on the television, you think that the pitch is that big, right? And only when you step onto the pitch, you actually realize that it's not that big. Merely because of that it is a sport that is so driven by the numbers itself, and you always get fascinated as to then why would a quarterback be able to throw a ball that far, but you also realize that the pitch is not that big, but the importance of a quarterback and also a receiver, looking at the size of the pitch as well, looking at the number of players that will be on the pitch on the match day. So those are interesting stats and interesting numbers to actually realize, because in football we only have 11-11 and we've got 3 subs that need to be doing, so they can make as many subs as possible because you do have a defensive line, you do have an offensive line, so those are new coming into the stadium, but just to have that first-hand information is always interesting.
I'll use Sundowns as an example. I think there are a lot of similarities in terms of the preparations of the game, and I think if you look at this team here, they've got so many departments that are working with the players, closely with the players. So yeah, there's a lot of people who are dealing with the players' injuries. Dietitians are involved, coaches for different parts of the department of the game. I didn't know that there's coaches for defense. I didn't know that there's coaches for midfielders. I didn't know that there's coaches for attackers. There's all those all-rounders that they can play either position, and there's coaches for that as well. They do match analysis as well. They've got a video room that looks like a cinema. And I asked about how many doctors do they have. She mentioned so many doctors, but yeah, I learned a lot today.
In football, it's a goal. American football is touchdown. Basketball, it's a bucket or a dunk. Baseball, it's home run.
Yeah, thank you very much to Cincinnati Bengals and Rock Nation for having us here, to open the doors for us, to be able to walk us through to this facility and show us as to then what actually happens within the closed doors and what is it that they go throughout the season. And it would have been dope actually if the players were here to be able to interact with them, but for the fact that we're here, not many teams were able to open those type of doors for you, so we really appreciate it to Rock Nation and Cincinnati Bengals.